All right. We're going to jump into this. First groups of the night, we have Patrick Sales and Michael Costa, right?
Yep,
correct?
That's right.
And you guys are with who?
Grupo Carnaval de Artesia.
Awesome. So we got, Michael, you were you organizing, not alone, I'm sure, but one of the big organizers of the Kids Danza, correct?
Yeah, well, it was my wife, myself. I had more oversight over the music. My wife ordered the script, came up with the storyline. Patrick's father, who is my brother-in-law, Mario Salge, helped it, rehearse us and helped come up with the assunt, and it was a group effort by every definition.
Oh, for sure. Awesome. So Patrick, and you kind of did a lot, from what I've heard, was for more of the adults group then,
right.
helping organize that.
Exactly.
Now take us through, how was that?
So, well, let me get right into it. As a lot of people know, we lost a very, very important member of our community, but specifically of our group, who was our leader for so long, and we wanted to do our best to honor him. And so the idea for the assunt came from John.
Really?
Years ago, wanted to do a danza para la más class, and it just was never realized. And so we took that idea and ran with it. So we sent for the assunt in like August of last year, and just went with it.
That's great. No, I really like the idea. I thought it was really clever, and now we know where it came from.
Exactly.
And that kind of seemed to work out for it. So is this your kind of first time? No, you guys organizing a group, or?
2 years ago, we organized one.
Okay.
Yeah. My mic's off. That's all right.
It's on. We can hear you.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. I can't even hear myself. What's something that's been the most difficult part with trying to put together a children's danza? I understand, like, on the adult side, it's one thing, but, like, kids, you have other elements that kind of lead into it. Like, their Portuguese obviously isn't as good. So what's something you do to figure this out?
Well, I think it's just that. I mean, look, I don't speak Portuguese at home every day, right? Mm-hmm. My wife doesn't. So my kids are third generation, fourth generation on one side, and getting them and their friends and their peers to speak Portuguese, and some words that are even difficult for me to pronounce, let alone for a 7-year-old kid to pronounce, that's been challenging. But they really stepped up to the plate. We've had a lot of help from their parents, their grandparents, aunts, uncles, whoever it may be, to step up and really work with these kids to keep this tradition alive. And that's the biggest challenge, but by far the biggest reward as well.
Mm-hmm. And what exactly motivated you to kind of organize the kids' dance? I know you guys had a group dance last year.
Right.
If I'm assuming it's the same organization or same people involved.
A lot of the same people.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I've been in dances off and on for a large part of my life. My wife, she's actually from Tulare here. When she came down to Artesia, was in a couple dances. We both love Carnaval. Then when we had kids, we were kind of those people. Well, they're busy with kids. They don't have time for Carnaval, which was probably true for a couple of years there. But we really wanted to get into it, and we wanted to expose our kids to it and let them understand and appreciate this tradition that we hold so dear. So last year, a group of us put something together. We had a good time. My kids were involved in it. They had a great time. And we said, you know what, let's do it again. Let's give it another shot. Let's get these kids more exposure, more experience. We brought in younger kids to get them exposure. Tried to get as many kids in our community the exposure and the experience with this great tradition.
Awesome.
There's been a big influx of Carnaval currently in Artesia. There's 4 groups this year. What do you guys attribute to that? What do you think is the big factor that is pushing for this year?
This year specifically, I think people were just more inclined and more motivated this year. And I love seeing the representation from our little city.
It is fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. We know that you guys got buses and you guys got other places you got to be, so we don't want to take up too much of your time. Thank you very much, and Feliz Carnaval.
Thank you. Feliz Carnaval.
Thank you.